Good morning. This is Father Stephen Kelly from St. John's Church in Detroit, and we're continuing our series of daily morning meditations where we generally look at one or another lessons that are assigned for morning or evening prayer, what is known as the daily office lectionary. And today is a major holy day. Today is the Feast of the Epiphany. Yesterday was the last day of Christmastide, right? The 12th day of Christmas. And so today we start a whole new church season with the celebration of the Magi coming to see Jesus Christ. And so we will have 5 Sundays in Epiphany. You can see the church is actually still decorated for Christmas and will remain decorated for Christmas through the first Sunday after the Epiphany, so this upcoming Sunday, where we will continue to celebrate in this way. And after that, come to church on Sunday, and after the 10 o'clock services, take home a poinsettia with you. And you can nurse it. It'll stay alive for a long time if you take care of it at home. But we will celebrate in the Epiphany season 2 things. First of all, we'll talk about light. Jesus Christ is the light of the world. And we talked about in the collect for last Sunday about the light shining and Jesus Christ being the source of that light. Also, the word manifestation becomes an important word. And in fact, today's feast day is not only known as the Epiphany, but it is also known as the manifestation of Jesus Christ to the Gentiles, that the Magi, the 3 kings, represent the rest of the world, those who are not Jews, those who are outside of the original covenant, what we call the Gentiles, are represented in those Magi. And so Jesus Christ was made manifest to the shepherds at his birth by the angels, and they came and they worshiped him, the shepherds, of course, being the Jews, and now the Magi being representing the Gentiles, they too come and worship. And so light, as well as the idea of manifestation or showing forth, are important themes for the next 5 weeks. Today's lesson, actually assigned from the book of the prophet Isaiah for morning prayer, should be a familiar one, and it's one that we hear in Handel's Messiah. It's one that we hear read frequently, and it is one that it talks about both light and the coming of kings, the manifestation to the Gentiles. So chapter 60, beginning at verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thine eyes round about and see. All they gather themselves together, they come to thee. Thy son shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged. Because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee, the forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. The multitude of camels shall cover thee, the dromedaries of Midian and Ephah, and they from Sheba shall come, and shall bring gold and incense, and they shall show forth the praises of the Lord. All the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered unto thee, the ranks of Nebaleth, and shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance on mine altar, and I will glorify the house of my God. Who are these that fly as a cloud, and as the doves to their windows? Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, and bring the sons from afar, their silver and their gold, with them unto the name of the Lord thy God, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. Okay, so obviously we have this wonderful themes that are going on here. First of all, the idea of the Gentiles will come to the brightness of thy rising. So again, we have the theme of light as well as the manifestation to the Gentiles. Both of them important points. But also it then goes on to make references of the dromedaries, right? The camels and all of these animals that will be used. And we oftentimes when we see these manger scenes where the Magi have arrived at the manger, we of course see them with their camels. But this idea that what is happening in Jesus Christ isn't just for the Jews. Although Jesus has come to fulfill the promise to the Jewish people, he is their Messiah, and it'd be only through this new covenant, which includes the Jews as well as the Gentiles. It'll only be through Jesus Christ that we have salvation. But these wonderful stories of the Magi, they're wise men who come to worship Jesus as well. It is so vitally important for us to realize that this birth that we celebrate in Bethlehem is not only for the Jewish people, but for all the world, Jew and Gentile. And for that, we give thanks for that light coming into the world. So today, it's Thursday, so our Mass is at 10:30 a.m. We have Adoration of the Blessed Sacrament at 10 a.m. if you want to come early and spend some time gazing upon our Lord in the Blessed Sacrament. That is wonderful. 10:30 Holy Communion and benediction immediately following. And then evening prayer at 5 o'clock. And I do hope that you'll be able to join us in person or online at youtube.com/St. John's Priest or facebook.com/St. John's Detroit. And I hope that your Thursday is a day that's full of blessings.